Next on the agenda would be our Mayor's Award of Excellence.
All right. We are lucky to have this today. Good afternoon, Mayor, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Chairperson Washington, and good afternoon, members of the Council. I am so excited to be here for a very special Award of Excellence, the Mayor's Annual Award of Excellence for the year 2024. And I'm so pleased to be presenting it. Well, I'm not going to tell you quite yet, but here's what I want to explain. At the beginning of every year, all of the previous monthly winners get another look. And the committee that reviews the Award of Excellence candidates picks one winner to become the annual Award of Excellence winner. And I'm so pleased to announce that this year, for 2024 Annual Mayor's Award of Excellence, goes to Lincoln Police Department Officer Antonia DeGeorge. Officer DeGeorge was nominated, as you may recall, by Sergeant Steve Redlin and Tyler Cooper in the categories of productivity and customer relations for her investigative work to help remove a juvenile from an abusive household. Last May, Officer DeGeorge responded to a call to check on the welfare of a 14-year-old living in a challenging environment. Her mindful, intelligent, compassionate, instinctive approach quickly established a rapport with the young person who felt comfortable enough to disclose concerns about their living situation to Officer DeGeorge. And recognizing the gravity of the situation, Officer DeGeorge took decisive action to prioritize the child's well-being, which ultimately led to the removal from a harmful environment. In the nomination letter, Sergeants Redlin and Cooper praised Officer DeGeorge's, quote, investigative skill, attention to detail, and ability to empathize with the victim that led to the disclosure of a cycle of abuse that may have otherwise gone unreported. They went on to say that she changed the trajectory of this juvenile victim's young life, who now can begin to heal from the trauma. The nominators added that in the short time she has been with the Lincoln Police Department, Officer DeGeorge has already, quote, earned a solid reputation and embodies what it means to serve and protect. On a personal note, yesterday was Mother's Day, and that reminded me of something my own mother said when she first read about Officer DeGeorge's excellent work on my mayoral Facebook page. Yes, Officer DeGeorge, I'm looking at the comments, which I sometimes try not to do. But there was my own mother posting on yours, and she said, quote, how fortunate to have her on your team. Which is how I feel too, how we all should feel. And it's why we're so proud to be able to present this award to Officer George, the Mayor's Award of Excellence for 2024. Thank you for your exemplary service and for bringing your full heart to the job. Can you come up and I give this to you? Chief Morrow's going to come share a few words with us as well.
Yay. All right. Good afternoon, Chief.
Good afternoon. It is just my pleasure to be here again to lift up Officer DeGeorge. When I was trying to decide what I wanted to touch on today, because we've been here before, and this case just really speaks for itself, but as the mayor mentioned, like how grateful we are and the reputation that she has earned. So I thought real quick, I would highlight some of the other incredible work she has done on behalf of the Lincoln Police Department in service to our community just in the last year. So in the short time frame, so I'm not up here forever, because she's compiled a lot of commendations in her career thus far. So just looking at the last year, she's had 11 commendations. Now, 5 of those, she clearly has a skill for being able to fingerprint. So 5 of those are for lifting fingerprints on crime scenes. And what I would say is, like, this is remarkable because it really actually speaks to her commitment and level of detail on all of the investigations that she's assigned. So of these, let's see, it looks like 1 was for a residential burglary, 1 was for a theft at one of our local businesses, 2 on stolen vehicles and 1 from a larceny from auto. Now, the reasons these get lifted up for commendation is because they were so well done that they actually identified a potential suspect to be able to further the investigation leading to case closure for the victims, again, that we serve. But in April of 25, 2 commendations come in, and one of them was from a partner agency, and this was regarding a call for service quite similar to the one that she was lifted up for today with the award. There was a young girl who was in a very difficult situation, and it was noted by a caseworker that was involved with this youth of how incredibly kind and compassionate Officer DeGeorge was in dealing with her. And then if that just didn't speak enough to have that partner, her mother, the young lady's mother, also called in and wanted to pass along, again, just how highly professional Officer DeGeorge was working with her daughter and the compassion that she showed to her and the family. And then another one in January of 25. This was a missing person involving one of our young community members who had been diagnosed with multiple mental health disorders, a drug addiction disorder, and had recently been hospitalized for her mental health illnesses. And these are hard cases for our officers, but again, it just speaks to the level of commitment of Officer DeGeorge, that she spent an extensive amount of time over the course of several weeks, not just a day or two, but with her ongoing duties and extra calls for service every day coming in to exhaust all leads. And that included social media, collaborating with other agencies, not just locally, but across the state. And ultimately, this young community member was found safe. So just wanted to highlight more about the work that she does. All of these commendations, these 11, are really reflective of her, but overall, the department that you have serving the community, in 2024, 762 commendations were received, which is pretty incredible. So we are thankful for Officer DeGeorge and what she represents for all of us at LPD. So thank you.
Yes.
Would you like to say a few words and maybe introduce any family members who are here?
Of course. Hello. Thank you for having me here. I would like to introduce my family. With me today, I have my mom, Michelle, my father, Tony, my sister, Chelsea, my grandpa, Rick, my brother-in-law, Jake, and my partner, Erica, and I also have a very close friend of mine, Forrest Dalton, here as well. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody. This is huge for me. It serves as a reminder to all patrol officers that each case we need to take with care and have some patience too, especially if our youth are struggling. It serves as an important reminder for all of us. I would like to say thank you to the mayor, to the chief of police, and also to all my sergeants that are present with me here today. Without them and their continuous support, I would not be the person I am today or the officer I am today. So I am blessed for that. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. City of Lincoln is very lucky to have officers out there on the street who are like you, and of course we are going to give you all the praise today, but I know that it's the entire force, so thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. All right. We'll give everyone